What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What up, South Africa, man?
You know, stand up.
Shout out to the Freak Thinkers, of course,
Yeah, man.
around the world. This
Yes,
is the
sir.
international joint today.
I'm telling
man.
you,
Nah,
man.
we really rock with South Africa. We said this time and time again.
And I love that they rock with us, too, man.
That's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
thing.
Because I know we've been working on our platform that we're coming out with, you know. So it's been...
Yeah, we want you guys to really be involved in.
Yes, we do,
It's like
man.
an international section on the
It's going to be hot.
platform. And
It's going to be hot.
That
We're
we want to get
excited.
popping.
Yep.
We see a lot of these flags, right?
Yep.
We see the South African flags in
Yep.
the DMs. We see the South African flags reach out to us, man. And we see that. It makes us smile because we know y'all care, man. Y'all care about
the craft.
And making sure that dope artists that care about being innovative, creative, and lyricism and all the stuff that makes rap, that
Yes,
made
sir.
rap great. Y'all care about that shit being in the forefront, man.
Yep. So thank you for supporting the channel, too, guys. So
Yes.
we appreciate that.
So you support us, man. We feel like we can always get back to you guys, man. And let that be a lesson for everyone. You know? Everyone, you know, if you want something, don't just sit back and complain about, oh, rap is trash and oh, this and that, man. Support
Yes.
the people that are trying to, you know, are trying to
Influence
push
change.
the core of it back to
Yeah,
the
man.
forefront, or at least create a little bit more balance in the game. That's all, you know.
So A-Reece.
A-Reece, man, we did In His Image, right?
Yep.
And on top of doing In His Image, we've heard some things outside of the channel. With a freestyle from A-Reece, a couple things that people sent our way. And A-Reece can rap, just like we said, man, in that video. And Stogie T, we know, Nasty C we've done, and we're going to get to more. We might have some other things cooking, maybe outside of a reaction, to really incorporate South African rap, or just African rap in general, more so on the channel because of all the love and support that
Yes,
you guys
sir.
have given us. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. But this is a guy that y'all go so hard for, man, in terms of just being the dude that's next up. And I see
why.
it.
I can
And I
see
feel
why.
the buzz. I feel the energy surrounding him, man. So this is where we're at. The new joint he dropped, the new album looks like Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory, that dropped recently. Probably at least within the last, I don't know, it says March 26th.
I love that title, too. Today's tragedy, but tomorrow's memory. You know what I'm saying? It's a tragedy now, but how long would that tragedy be, you know, signified, and how long would people remember it? You
That's
know,
right.
It's just going to be a memory.
That's
you know?
right. So there we go. Substance already. I like that's a good sign. And
I'm
then he's
telling
got the
you,
title.
dude.
This is Mark 1535 here. So it looks like that's a Bible verse. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I gotta really brush up on the Bible verses. So we'll see if we can kind of pick out what that could possibly mean when we get into the lyricism, you know, or just after the video, we'll just look it up. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. A-Reece, Mark 1535.
I'm not saying don't chase that, but just be a little bit grateful for everything that you have currently right now. Because if you don't got that shit, I'm fine. Look out there. I'm fine.
Help me out. We definitely need help with this. Because he said in the intro, I'm not saying don't chase, but just be a little bit grateful for everything that you have currently, right now. Because if you don't got that shit, and it's the spelling here is, and I'm assuming this is in South African, right, in native language here. It says MFANA, O, and then TLO and KHAWE. You guys know. I'm sure you guys have seen that. Give us some feedback on what that means in your language, man. I'm wondering what because he said if you don't got that shit, and then he started speaking in South African, you was like, then, you know, I don't know what that means.
Like, shit could get real.
It
You know what I'm saying?
You know, because that could be, whatever you have now could be taken away.
Yeah,
from you.
'cause,
You
you know.
be happy for what you got, because you could not have that.
Exactly.
So maybe that's a karma thing. Who knows? I don't know. So give us some feedback on that.
I'm not saying don't chase that, but just be a little bit grateful for everything that you have currently right now. Because if you don't got that shit, I'm fine. Look out there. I'm fine.
I feel the rain pouring down every time you come around. Sometimes we gotta get on our knees and pray. Rest in peace. Long gone are the better days, nigga. God gives and he takes. Sometimes it feels like maybe God made a mistake. He didn't have to let him shoot my brother. He didn't have to take my nigga's cousin. He didn't have to make my family suffer. Why this gotta happen if he say he love us? I know better than to question God. I know everybody gotta die. But if I'm losing everyone I'm living for, then dear Lord, why the fuck a nigga still alive? Yeah, true. Sometimes the devil lives inside my troubled mind. This shit I'm rolling louder than a baby crying. I'm I'm on my second J, but I ain't even getting high. 23, stressing like I'm 45, I'm mortified. Feel like I ain't spiritually fortified. Looking at my life in hindsight, sometimes
about that line. We're gonna talk about everything, but let's talk about that line, right? He said, you know, the shit, I'm rolling louder than a baby crying. He said, I'm on my second J, but I ain't even getting high. He said, I'm 23, stressing like I'm 45. That was hard.
Yeah, it was.
Right? So he's on the second J. He's stressing, right? Life is giving him hurdles. He was talking about earlier in the song about his man's brother getting shot, his cousin getting taken away, or his brother getting shot or killed or whatever shit it looks like, and his family suffering, right? So he's talking about some of the things that's troubling his mind.
Yeah.
So in order to take his mind off of that, he's smoking a J. He's getting high, right? Smoking weed.
On his second J.
On his second J, right? Getting high. But then, you know, we know that, of course, Michael Jordan, looks like it's a reference to Michael Jordan, right? He wore the number 23, the iconic 23, right? Retired, came back wearing the number 45. He also gets high, right? Second J, number 45, maybe the second.
But he couldn't jump as high at 45. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? As he's getting older, you know.
Right. So the Michael Jordan play, I believe that's where he's going. I could be wrong.
I think so too.
Was super slick.
Yeah, man, that was smooth, dude. That was smooth. I like that. Anytime you give credit to MJ, man, Chicago boy. Even though he ain't from Chicago, but you know, Chicago people claim him. But anyway, getting back to the
New
verse.
York, isn't he? I believe Michael Jordan was born in New York. I think he was bred there.
North Carolina.
Could be wrong.
North Carolina.
I think he was
right?
raised there.
Oh, you think he was bred there?
I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn.
Was he?
I think so.
Then he got the fuck up out of there and came to Chicago.
but out of curiosity.
No, but isn't that crazy? I thought he was North Carolina. Well, I mean,
he was raised. Hey Siri, where was Michael Jordan born? I think he might have left.
Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we got to dice him up to get our parts of Shine and shit.
Tupac's from Harlem.
Yeah, exactly.
Then with the Baltimore.
Yeah.
Then
You
he
gotta-
went to Oakland.
gotta
Then he went to
dice-
LA.
Dice this nigga up. But you know he was born here, though.
He's born here.
Yeah, nothing happens after that. If you ain't born, nothing happens. I'm just joking. So, but anyway, man, getting back to the song, though, man. I love that the whole song sounds like a prayer. You know, it's almost like he's mourning. You know, he said, why did his little brother have to get shot? You know, and why did they had to take his cousin and stuff like that. So it's almost like you question the motives of God, right? You know what I'm saying? Because if God is all powerful, it's like, well, why would he let certain things happen? And he said here, I know better than to question God. But I know everybody gotta die. But if I'm losing if I'm losing everyone and I'm living for, then Lord, why am I still here? Basically, why am I still here if I'm losing everybody that I'm living for? I thought that was beautifully written. And I think that people can relate to that. I know I can. The way he's writing, it's so relatable that you can almost take a look at your own life.
That's right.
Inside the writing. You know what I'm saying? You lose yourself in the writing, like, wow, yeah, you get real deep in the thought. That's a sign of good writing.
That's right. You know? He said, I feel like I'm not I ain't spiritually fortified. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the foundation of my spiritual beliefs has been shaken a little bit from all these things that have happened in my life. Because, you know, piggybacking off of what you said, man, questioning God and his faith a little bit. So, fire. Let's get back to it.
On my second J, but I ain't even getting high. 23, stressing like I'm 45, I'm mortified. Feel like I ain't spiritually fortified. Looking at my life in hindsight, sometimes I wish that I could hit rewind. All I see is evil when I close my eyes. Never thought my little nigga K would tell me I should read the Bible more. Fuck what other niggas going viral for. Remember what you fighting for. Right your wrongs, nigga. This time you can't just write them off. And when you write what's coming from the heart. Cause where you from, a real nigga is immortalized.
That's why y'all rock with A-Reece.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm gonna let it rock out.
That's a great way to start an album titled Today's Tragedy and Tomorrow's
Every time you come around.
Great way to start it.
But just talking about the backdrop, I'm gonna let it rock out. Damn. I thought it was gonna be a couple seconds.
I thought it was gonna be like 10 seconds.
I had to like,
Take the back and shit.
All right, there we go. But but I like that. I really enjoyed that, man. I thought he, like Ryan was saying it, and I was really, literally, I was going right there as well. Is that this is, I think, a great intro. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, man, what I was thinking in terms of this beat, the reason why I enjoyed the beat, it kind of reminds me. I'm kind of slight film noir fan. So I don't know if y'all know about film noir. I don't want to nerd out and shit. But Humphrey Bogart, Casablanca, Sam Spade, the black and white crime films and this and that from the 1940s and 50s. It has that jazzy film noir backdrop. It feels somber, it feels sad, it feels reflective, and all these things. And I think it did a good job of considering what he was talking about, him sort of reflecting on, what he's gone through, some of his tragedies, right? Speaking to the album's title, and sort of his faith being shaken. I just wanted to point that out. I think the beat is cool, man. It's light up a J, just like he was doing, and deal with whatever demons or whatever things that are holding you back. So I thought it was cool.
Not much more to add to that, man. I thought it was a great intro to the project. I'm interested to see what the project's all about. I love how he said that he's got to right his wrongs, because this time I can't write him off. The way he ended that, he's on them right. And when you write what comes from the heart. I thought that was a cool way of just saying basically, make sure. We all have things that we're probably not proud of, or done things in a way that we wish we can rewind, which he said, I wish I could rewind and take things back. But just make sure you repent, so to speak, for your wrongs and right them. If you've done wrong by somebody, man, make sure you don't just write that shit off. Because it has a way of coming back to you. And outside of that, man, you should just want to do the right thing.
That's right.
That's just. I don't want to get on my, soapbox right now, man, but that is the bottom line.
Do the right thing.
Just do the right thing.
Like Spike said.
George and I always have conversations off camera, man, and I've always, and George can attest to this, I've always said, to sum it up in one word, it's not hard to do the right thing. It's not hard to be nice. Is it hard to be nice?
Yes, for a lot of motherfuckers.
I guess it must be. I don't know, because to me, it's not hard to be nice. It's not hard to be respectful. That isn't hard. To me, it's hard to be an asshole. No, I'm gonna come up in here, man. I wish a motherfucker would say something. That takes energy to do that. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot that's a lot to take out of you. Like, man, why don't you just be a nice person? Yeah. It's not that hard.
If someone gave you that same energy, like those are the people that kill me. They come in and I love to do this. I love to kind of just literally, like, I'm a mirror. Like, I'm a mirror to you sometimes. Oh, I don't love to do this. When I was younger, I loved to do this. But I used to put a mirror up to people. It was my way of saying, I'm gonna give you the same energy, man. You come in, yo man, motherfucker, yo man, motherfucker, and then you're like, yo, I don't like that. Well, it's because you don't treat people the way you want to be treated, right?
Correct. Yep.
So you wouldn't like that if someone talked to you that way and had that type of tone with you.
Yep.
Right. So just be good. Just be a good person, man.
So I love that line. You just can't write them off. He's all just right your wrongs. You can't just write them off, because that's what those few little words. All of that shit came up in my head, You just can't write them off. Like, just do the right thing. Just do the right thing, and that's what spawned this whole conversation, guys. So
give us some feedback on Mark 15:35, what that Bible verse is about, or I don't know if it's a quote or whatever version itself. Give us some feedback, man. I don't know if it's more of about just, if you're questioning your faith, just realize, because I think he started the song by saying, just be grateful for what you have.
Don't lose your grind. Don't lose your tenacity to be great. Yeah. Right. Because he said, I'm not saying don't chase that. I'm assuming fame and fortune and stuff like that, but be grateful for what you got.
And even amidst the tragedy, right? He's gone through tragedy. It doesn't mean that there aren't things in his life that he can't look to and say, wow, like I am blessed in this regard. Yep. So anyways, man.
Yeah, man.
I like A-Reece. He can rap, and I feel the passion, and I feel why you guys rock with him, because when he raps like he knows he's the dude. I can feel it.
Yeah, that's true.
I know what I'm talking about. Yep. I know it comes from a real place.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that anyone can tell me. It's the way A-Reece sounds to me, and I think you guys feel it, and I feel it, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna check that out, though. I'm damn sure gonna check out the album. South Africa, man, continues to impress us. Like I said, we might have something a little interesting and different that we may be involved in relation to South African MCs. We'll see. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that, man.
Yes, sir.
Give us some more suggestions for A-Reece and anybody else, man, because we got a lot to get to, man. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.